Alright, Magic players, welcome to a Pioneer League with Abzan Greasefang. I'm really excited to play this deck. It has improved considerably since the Pro Tour because players have discovered the best engine to build it with, which is Traverse the Elven World and Vessel of Natancy. Before, they were playing cards like Stitcher's Supplier and Eldritch Evolution, and frankly, as it turns out, they're just less effective. With Traverse, you can tutor, when you have Delirium, you can tutor any creature, which obviously is going to be Greasefang most of the time, or a Splinter Twin type combo with Parhelion. But post-board, we get to play cards like Shieldred. You thought you might have had to play Rakdos midrange to play Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Shieldred, and Liliana, but actually, you could just play Abzan Greasefang and have a combo as well. Not only that, but if all that fails, we have a mid-range game plan with the Seeker's Chariot. Not many mid-range decks in Pioneer can really handle 8th power split across 3 bodies. So we attack on several different axes now. Not only that, but the deck still has that natural resilience, and we get to main deck answers to cards like Rest in Peace with Witherbloom commands. I think that's really all I have to say. So let's jump into the games. Alright, welcome to rounds number 1. We have a reasonable hand. We don't have black mana, but we do have 2 lands we can play. We have a Rafine's Informant where we can dig further. We already have a Greasefang. I think you just have to keep hands like this in Magic. It's not ideal, but it could be quite a good hand very quickly. And when it started with an Overgrown Farmland, so I don't think this is a mirror match. I think Greasefang tends to play Razorverge Thickets, and I think this could be an Angel's opponent, to be honest. But we will see. So, land in tap. Really looking to play that Rafine's Informant, turn 1. Hopefully we can draw black mana, and then we'd be able to Grizzly Salvage and maybe combo. Right, really kind of expecting an Angel here. Let's see. Yeah, I was right. They are playing. They're going to open with a Bishop of Wings. Angels is actually not a good matchup for this deck because your combo involves, well, getting 2 Angels out, but the Angels deck just outsizes you very quickly. So, right. Okay, we need some black mana, and we found it. So, I don't think Witherbloom Commander is going to be very effective against this deck, so I think we'll ditch that. So now, I think we just have to hope they can't gain a ton of life and put a ton of power on the battlefield. That's quite a big ask, I think. But here, I think if we attack and they blocked with Righteous Valkyrie, we could, with the Bloom Commander, then get a land back. So that might be a good idea here. We could go for the salvage, but I think this could be better. This gives us an opportunity to kill a creature and also potentially get a vehicle in the graveyard. And they choose not to block. And that's fine too, because as long as we're keeping their life total a little lower, that stops them getting up to the critical amount for the Anthem from Valkyrie. Right, here we're going to play Darkbolt Pathway, and we can either play Greasefang now, or we can Grizzly Salvage. I think we want to play Grizzly Salvage at the end of their turn, because they could have Skyclave Apparition, and would look very awkward. if we play Greasefang into that, even if that would be using our mana more effectively. But it's only the opening turns, but I think we're going to be in trouble, because if they go land Coco, or if they go, okay, there's a Resplendent Angel, so they're just going to put a ton of power onto the battlefield. Take 7. Well, there's a Parhelion in the graveyard. It's not going to be good enough, though. Because they're going to get up to 38 life. So I guess, as you can see, so here we can combo, but our 2/4/4 angels are just going to be weaker than the 5/5 and the 6/6. So I think we'll concede here. That's okay. We are equipped post board, so we're going to need fatal pushes. We're going to need Lilianas, so we can interact with what they're doing. Containment Priest is non-token, but it's still very effective against Collected Company and Ayla's Reconstruction, so I think we want that too. And then probably Terra Sunder as well, maybe. So then what to take out? Well, what would Angels normally... Angels could bring in Shaper's Sanctuary, which would make Witherbloom Command quite effective in that sense. But apart from that, maybe not. They would expect us to bring in a small amount of interaction, but I couldn't imagine them trying to bring in Shaper's Sanctuary when we only have fatal pushes. So they could have Rest in Peace, which would mean we'd need Witherbloom Command. Tough. I think we just have to make space. So that's going to have to put those in. Liliana's, fatal pushes. I think we're going to need to trim. Sky Sovereign will be good against some of their cards, like Resplendent Angel, but I can't see it doing a lot against 4/4 Angels. So if we trim one of those, and really State of Wayfinder. Right, what's wrong with it? Okay, now this is quite a good hand. We're only missing Greasefang, but this could very quickly become a quick win if they can't interact. Tapped Temple Garden. Ideally we'd draw a Greasefang. There we go, right on cue. So now we're just going to cast the Raffine's Informant and ditch the Parhelion. And then ideally they're just going to play Bishop of Wings. If they had Rest in Peace, I think we will cry. A lot of Angels decks don't actually even have Rest in Peace in their sideboards though, so we'll see. The only way this hand could have been better is we really could have done with a Thoughtseize instead of a Vessel of Nascency. So tapping 2 mana of a Giada. So I guess now this really demonstrates the power of Greasefang, because it's going to be game over on turn 3. We don't kill them outright, but you know, what could they have done against this? Opponent taking some time to think. Right, we'll play the other Blooming Marsh. A quick win. And this is really the power of Greasefang over some other decks, is that you get free wins. Whereas when I've been trying to play Rakdos mid-range lately, you never get free. True. I guess most times you would expect your opponent to concede from this point. There's not really a lot he could have here. Because what card in his deck can beat the 2/4/4 angels that stick around? He would have to have. Well, I think there just isn't any. It's game over. Pretty much. There we go. There's the concede. So going into game 2, I think I liked getting rid of the Witherbloom commands. I think that was a good choice. I'm undecided about Duress. The deck plays Collected Company and Chaos Reconstruction, and Duress can snipe those. Maybe that's more effective than something like Containment Priest. Definitely our game plan is about Fatal Pushes and Lilianas though. Duress does lean better into the Liliana plan. Plus, if they did have Rest in Peace, I'd wish that I had an extra chance to Duress it away. But really, that's all they have, though, in terms of non-creature spells. You could have Pithing Needle as well. That's something. If they had Pithing Needle, though, I guess I'd rather have Witherbloom command. I guess we probably should actually have some number of Witherbloom command because of Pithing Needle. I think I've talked myself into it. We're going to cut Containment Priest. Maybe the Wayfinder as well. Now we got 3 answers then. Not to mention we can Thoughtseize away. Let's do this. So the draw is going to be more difficult. Because so the draw will be more difficult because they have a chance to get bigger angels to play before we can do something. This is going to be a mulligan. We can't keep a 1. We can do better anyway. We don't have Greasefang and we vehicle to pin. We do have Thoughtseize though. Hopefully our next hand has Thoughtseize. They have caps. Oh man, that's rough. Okay. Don't seem to be able to draw lands, unfortunately. This one we're going to have to keep. So we'll send back Liliana, and we'll send back... I can't stay away. It's theoretically quite good with Liliana because we get into the graveyard, but I just don't think we're going to get up to 5 mana. So I'll send that to the bottom as well. We could still win this game because we can go Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, Liliana, burn all their resources. We need to draw lands though, and we don't. And lead on Thoughtseize. 2 Skyclave Apparitions, Giada, Collected Company. Interesting. Well, I think we're going to take Collected. And then we'll Fatal Push Giada. With any luck though, we're going to draw a white source. A Razor Verge Thicket. So they play Giada. Bishop of Wings, okay. Reversal of Nascency. Well, looks like we're still on the Fatal Push plan. Radiant Fountain's an interesting card. I guess playing that to help him push above the 5 life increase for Splendent Angel. Okay, well we really don't want them gaining life, so I'm going to Fatal Push the Bishop. They have 1. Need a white source. Mana Confluence, perfect. Perfect. Okay, now we need a land and a Greasefang. That's all we need. Land, Greasefang, and a Dream. Okay, part 1. Part 1, we found another land. So they could play Skyclave Apparition and exile our Fiend's Informant. That might be the only play they have, so they might be forced into doing it. It looks like that is nope. They're playing Righteous Valkyrie. Just going to get. So we know the other card in their hand isn't a land, so it could unfortunately be a company, something like. We drew Witherbloom command, so we can't go Vessel and crack it, fortunately. So I think we can't really attack because we couldn't Witherbloom command. It's a shame the Dark Wall pathway has come down as a swamp. Right, well, we're playing land. I think we're going Liliana. Really just trying to limit the number of angels they have on the battlefield here. It's going to be a 3 mana removal spell. That's okay. I didn't really expect them to bin the Righteous Valkyrie. Valkyrie is often the best card, or best enabler in the deck. So if you ever get the chance to Thoughtseize an Angel, normally Valkyrie is the one to take. Obviously before they have the founder of Fourth Land. I have a bad feeling that one of their 3 cards is collected. Or maybe not. I think they might have cast it here if they did have it. Choosing to exile the Liliana. Interesting. I think they'll attack me here. We drew a Boseiju. So Boseiju means we can play Vessel and we can crack it. Same turn window. So that's not bad. We could with a Bloom command. But I think we need to save that. They do have another Skyclave apparition, so I think we're going to attack. That gets their life total a little bit lower. Stop the Anthem triggering. And we'll pass. So Vessel can be activated at instant speed, so not overly worried about Skyclave Apparition exile it. Because we activated in response. We are getting a bit low. We're going to be on 6 life at the end of this turn. We're going to be on 5 life actually because we have to spend a life to activate the Vessel. We pretty much have to hit Greasefang, otherwise we're dead. Laser Giada. It's going to hold the other Skyclave then. Youthful Valkyrie. Okay. So it's 26 life. Maybe it wasn't. We did take them lower with Rafune's Inform, but if we didn't, he might have been forced to play Skyclaver. But then I suppose in this spot though he would have had a huge buff. Maybe it's just slipping away regardless of what we. Right, let's crack Vessel. Here we really don't find anything, to be honest. I'll take the Rafine's and needs to top deck Greasefang. We could top deck Traverse as well. Blooming Mark. Well, there's nothing we can draw now, unfortunately. Right, that puts us in 0-1 bracket. Against a bad matchup, I didn't expect to beat Angels, to be honest. Alright, welcome back for round number 2. We're going to be on the play, and we have a good opening hand with we have a Greasefang, we have some enablers, we have some lands, really everything we need. We did lose round 1 to Angels. As I said, that was a bad matchup. I think you have to get lucky to beat Angels, to be honest. Or to revamp our sideboard plan. Because they just get a big battlefield of Angels that outsize your Angels and then gain too much life. So opponent taking a holiday when trying to think about if they're mulling. Okay, they are going to keep. So lead on a Blooming Marsh, pass the turn. I think we do want to lead on Grizzly Salvage, just because it mills 1 extra. Kumino faces Kazan. Okay, so playing some sort of Gruul aggro deck. Gruul doesn't normally play Kumino faces Kazan, so this could be a bit of a different build. It could be the one with the Goblin Bushwhacker. So we could be it's quite a fast opponent here. He's playing a second Kumino. So here, if we mill any vehicle, we just win, or less. I don't think they could come back from a chariot, or maybe Sky Sovereign would be the worst one we could get. So we didn't mill a vehicle. We found another Greasefang. We found 2 lands. We don't need any more. So in case the first one gets interacted with, I'm just going to take another Greasefang. And then I think I'm going to lead on Sata Wayfinder. Alright, now there's a vehicle in the grave. Didn't see a land off it, so we did brick. That's okay. As I said, we found the worst one, Sky Sovereign. But now it actually might not be the worst one because they're actually going to have creatures on the battlefield. So may choose to hold up Lightning Strike now. They have it. If they do, I think I'll play Chariot. And we're going to attack. I think I won't block here. If they get a bigger creature later, I think I'd rather chump that. It's going to tap. It's going to play a Burning Tree Emissary. Notably, I skewer the critics my Sata Wayfinder. Okay, that was unexpected. Play another Kumino faces Kazan. I probably would have skewered my face there, I think, or even held it, but we now get to kill both his creatures. Reanimate. Blow up Burning Tree Emissary. Accrue. I'll play. We have 2 black. Do we need 3? We won't. By the way, let's play the Dark Wolf. I really would have not skewered the Sata Wayfinder. It was a huge mistake there for our opponents, I think. Even just going face, they could have changed the clock considerably. We don't have a vehicle in the graveyard again. We can go back to playing the mid-range plan of just now we just hard cast Sky Sovereign if we wanted, or we could even play the Chariot. Okay, now it's maybe it's just flooded with skewers. Reverse the Organ Well. Well, now we can. That's a very good draw actually, because now we can. This is why traverse is good, because now we can traverse for the. Oh no, it doesn't add up. No, does it? God damn. I was going to say you can traverse for Rafine's Informant, and then we can ditch Sky Sovereign and then play Greasefang. But obviously that's not going to work this turn. I'm still going to get the Rafine's Informant though, and play Chariot. Next turn we can go Rafine's Informant to Greasefang. Chariot really blocks the battlefields here. Might just attack with the chick. Now, play the Informant. Oh, Parhelion. Embarrassment of Riches. Might have Lightning Strike. Apparently doesn't have Lightning Strike. It's crew 4. So, I mean, that's 13 damage in the air. So, I don't think I need to risk trying to get cute with the Chariot as well. I'm dead. Sideboarding for mono red. Ooh, that's. So I didn't say earlier, but this is actually the LSV list, and it's got the LSV sideboard guide, but the LSV sideboard guide doesn't include mono red, which is amusing. But I think Shield Rids are obviously going to be really good. Well, I guess we're not against, but it effectively feels like mono. I think Liliana will be too slow. I think Fatal Pushes are going to be good. Do we want Duress? That's the question, I think. You can take a Tarkus command with Duress, which is pretty good. I think I like keeping Thoughtseize in because you can disrupt the Shaman. Shaman is up? No. In my head it's Shaman as a pack. The 2-drop that gets you 2 mana and you can chain them. So what else do we take out is the question. And if we bring in these 5, maybe we do take out Thoughtseize actually. So I actually just don't see what else we would take out. So if we took out 4 Thoughtseize and a Scrapbook work Mutt, that's not bad at all. In fact, that's quite. With a boom command, should be quite reasonable against them because if they play if they have like a Phoenix chick and they have like a Kumino faces Kazan, we can actually 2 for 1. The rest of these cards are good. Oh, we have 59 cards. Well, in that case, we can Duress. Maybe we just can't wolf. Yeah, if we combo and smash them, so I'll keep the Scrapbook. So let's play this. So Shieldred. I mean, the reality is we resolve Shieldred for any number of turns. We just win the game. Trying to kill us early, they can't kill us Shieldred. It's going to gain us life. Float us back up again. Opponent chooses to play first, obviously. This is a keep. We can Fatal Push one of their early creatures. We can Vessel of Nascency. Nice to do here. Opens with a stomping ground. Excuse me. Ugh. Monastery Swift Spear. Okay, so we found Grizzly Salvage. I think we're going to want to Fatal Push the Swift Spear. Swift Spear can just unload tons of damage very quickly, and Fatal Pushing it will slow them down. They could easily go Kumino into light up the stage here. Weathered Runestone. Alright. So, for those who don't know, that would mean that the vehicle can't reanimate, basically. That's fine. This is why we play Witherbloom Command. So Witherbloom Command, you'll notice, not only can it clear out Weathered Runestone, but it's actually going to be a 2-for-1. Which frankly is insane. So I play mills 3 cards. That's going to be me. Destroy the Weathered Runestone. Okay, thank you, opponent. Just doing business with you. So I guess our third land as well. Right, another Swift Spear. We still don't have white mana. Maybe we'll try and find it with Vessel. Tarkus Command. So down to 13. He only has 1 card left. Shieldred. There we go. There's that sideboard card. I think that's going to go on green. And then the thing is, even if we do the Vessel, Grizzly Salvage still gets more cards. I'm going to play the Vessel anyway, because we choose to salvage. Well, if we choose to salvage, we spend the 1 Vessel anyway. But I'm gonna think about which one I'm going to use. I think playing the salvage is going to be better, because we want white mana or a land in general. I'm playing a Kari Zev. Right. We found a Greasefang. Didn't find a land. Now we could play Greasefang. And then, sorry, we could take Greasefang. If we draw white mana, we can obviously combo. Good. Or we could take State of Wayfinder and try to find the land. If we found the land, we could then Raffine's Informant at the same turn. Or of course we could crack the Vessel. Now, if we take Greasefang and we don't find a land, find a different generic spell, I think we could be in trouble. So I think so. Say we don't find a land, we take Greasefang. Say it's like another Chariot or a Raffine's Informant or something. What do we do? Well, we have to crack the Vessel anyway, and then we potentially don't have a spell to play. So I think we are going to take under here. Taps white mana. So now I think we'd still like an untapped source. But then Ruffian's Informant blocks really well. So I'd have to... Oh, we can't play Ruffian's Informant. God, what am I doing? That's half the point of taking this. Okay. Dartboard Pathway, Razor Verge Thicket. Well... Take the untapped source. Now... I mean, I can play the tapped white source. That we have white on the battlefield. Or I can play the untapped source and crack the vessel. I think I'm going to play to crack the vessel. Because then next turn, I think we're going to want to play Shieldred. And here I'm just going to chump block whatever's going to unload the most damage. So if he attacks with both, it's actually going to be the Ragavan token. Goes 10. Well, maybe we don't want to play Shieldred next time. Maybe we just want to play Chariots. But I don't know. Let's see what's going to happen. Crack this. So now, Land Informant's Wayfind. We're going to play the Courtyard. Informant can help us draw more cards with Shieldred, so gain life. So I'm going to take Arhelion, slam Shield. There's an argument playing Chariots here. But he pretty much has to kill this on the spot. I'm going to attack both. I'm just going to straight up block the Swift Spear. You could Lightning Strike in the trade, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Now we just start gaining. I don't think Shieldred just lived. Burning Tree Mystery, that's what I was trying to say. And it is a Shaman. Alright. Well. Sorry, opponent. It's knowing. Right, let's ditch the Parhelion. Force gain life again. Drew Mana Confidence. That's pretty. I'll ditch Chariots. Still got one. Got 12. Block pretty well, so it's going to attack, and then we'll end of turn Grizzly Salvage. And that's the thing, you know, we haven't comboed this game, but we've just outvalued constantly. We've got a 2-for-1 with our Bloom command, and basically pushed a Swiss Spear earlier. When we've disrupted him, and now we've eventually just ended up winning this mid-range game plan with Shieldred. We have a Chariot we can play next turn. There's a Greasefang. Let's take that. Slam this Greasefang. Slam the game. Right. Animate. Clue. The opponent actually has a card to play. A Braid. Okay, okay. Yep, I mean, a braid will do it. But he's still going to attack with everything. He's on 7 life. So here he has to chump block Shieldred, or he's dead. Well, he wouldn't have to. He could actually block the Seraphines Informants, go to 1, I guess, but. Here. Yeah, I'll play another. Another Shieldred. Got 15 life. That's the power of Shieldred. Alright. Welcome back for game number 3. We have a complete dud here, so that's going to be a mulligan. This hand's kind of also a dud, really. 2 Thoughtseizers, 3 Chariots. It's basically a multi-5 anyway, so I think we're going to 5. This hand's better. So we've got 3 lands, Salvage, Witherbloom Commands, Chariot, Parhelion. Think. So we definitely want to keep 2 lands and Grizzly Salvage. That gets us all our mana. I think we send back Parhelion. We don't have a way to discard it, so I think that's an obvious one. We could. It's either a land or with the Bloom Command. I think with the Bloom Command is actually usually weaker. Game 1, actually usually stronger game 2, and they bring in all the sideboard cards. So I think I'll send that one. Even though we're on a Mulls 5, you know, Greasefang, all we have to do is salvage into milling a vehicle and finding a Greasefang, and we can win this game. The basic mountain. Okay, our opponent's on goblins. Alright. So we're gonna have to combo them. Bomb accurate. Okay, no, not goblins. Not goblins. Just well, I could still be goblins, even though he has Bomb Act Courier. Does have the Legion Loyalist. Right. Okay. Greasefang and Parhelion. Here we go. Sky Sovereign. No Greasefang. Bugger. Right. Take the pathway. And lose some life points, I guess. Okay. Need a Greasefang. Ah! There we go. Thanks, wizards. Reanimate Sky Sovereign. So which 2 do we want to kill? We could kill. I think we want to kill Bomb at Courier because that'll stop him refueling. Of course, the Foundry Street Denizen is going to deal the most damage, but we get to play a Chariots next turn anyway. So I think I'll blow that up. And then the Legion Loyalist can allow his well, gives you Battalion and allows you to run over tokens. Creature tokens can't be blocked. Sorry, can't block. So I think we'll do that. Sky Sovereign back to hand. Phoenix chick. ×2. So as I said, the Denison's going to do the most damage out of all of them. Maybe that was a mistake because he's played 2 Phoenix chicks now, but I mean, I'm about to put a lot of power onto the battlefield, so I think I'm going to keep attacking. We're kind of in a race with the Phoenix chicks. We've got two green, 2 black. Might have been more correct to play green actually, because I could potentially. I don't know. I actually don't think it matters. There's a reason why I think it's meant to be green, but I can't articulate right now. That's okay. 2 cards remaining. Let's put 2 cats onto the battlefield. Play with fire in my face. Down to the. Now his last 2 cards with his draw step. Attack the 2 chicks. That puts me to 7. Up. Attack into scoop. Okay. Back to playing mono red. Well, sorry, we didn't play mono red last round. It feels like mono red. I'm gonna do the same again. Come on, click. Okay. Those in. Those out. Out. Yep. What's the day? It's probably an argument for Tear Asunder. But I'm not sure we need it. If they don't have something, it can exile. It becomes a 4-mana removal spell. We already have 6 4-drops. So 2 5-drops. So we don't really need more big drops against their 1-mana, 2-mana. Right. This is another mulligan. 1 land. That's a keep. So this time we have 3 lands, push, chariot, Greasefang. I think we're ditching the can't stay away. Oh, excuse me. Basic Mountain, Bombat's Courier. Lead with a Blooming Marsh. Experimental Synthesizer. Experimental, just like the deck. Basic Mountain 2. Exile the Shrapnel Blast. I think now Fatal Push. Stop the bleeding. Stop the card flow. Okay, Grizzly Salvage. It's a Parhelion. Swamp Go, I think. Lethal Demolition. Yeah, that's pretty cool. He has to make 3 goblins. You found a synthesizer off the synthesizer. This is 17. Mana confluence. Alright. Well, we can just run out Greasefang here. So I think if he kills it, I'm not really too worried because we're probably just going to go Chariots into Chariots at this point. Even though he has an army of 1/1s. Really concern me too much. Reinforced Ronin. Haven't seen this card before. I guess I didn't draft Kamigawa Neon. Rending Volley. Okay. Down to 12. This is where we draw. Not too surprised. We're going to take a lot of damage from these mana confluences though. Okay, play Chariot. Opponent's attacks with everything. So, might have some expensive spells in here. I kind of would have expected them to strap me block dead. Game number 2. Game number 3. God. I actually don't mind some duress against them. I think they have rending volleys now. Carts. What should be carts? Maybe I can't stay away. No, they have rending volleys, as I just said. Probably a Sky Sovereign and Scrapbook Mart. Okay. Well, there's the duress. And I cut a Mutt and a Sky Sovereign. We still have a looter and we still have a good vehicle, so that paid off. First time we don't have to mulligan to Oblivion, so that's nice. Dress. Stoke the Flames. Okay, this is what you're trying to do. Instant Convoke, 4 damage. It's funny. Gleeful Demolition, Experimental Synthesizer. I think I mean, Synthesizer into Gleeful Demolition was pretty interesting before. I think we take Stoke the Flames though. It takes their interaction piece for Greasefang. To mention it's how they're packing damage too. Looming Marsh, okay. Greasefang. Next turn we'll probably Grizzly Salvage, play a tapped Temple Garden, try to find a Greasefang I guess. Somehow our Rafine's Inform's completely blockaded him, so that's nice. Oh, Greasefang, that's nice. Left a mana open. So he's played Basic Mountain, played the Synthesizer, played the Bottleneck Courier, still has... Yeah, I think He might have left open a rending volley. Can't really do anything else. That's okay, we can just grizzly salvage. So now if he continues to play this game plan of leaving mana open, we can just get up to 4 lands and play Chariots. Foundry Streets Denizen. And Ronin. Let's see an attack for Ronin. Continues to leave 1 mana open. And that is Rending Volley. Found another Greasefang. Done it mana conflict as well. Well, I mean, could continue to find cards of the courier. So I could play Greasefang, he could Rending Volley it. Ditch his hand. Which he's not going to do while he's got Rending Volley, by the way. So, take that. Okay, well, we found a land. Yes. Oh, that'd be a 3rd green source, 3rd black source. Black source. Alright, let's slam this Chariot. Which Rending Volley isn't very effective against, by the way. You could destroy it with Gleeful Demolition. We still get to keep these 2 cats tokens though, which is blocking everything he does. Okay, he's going to do that. Some 1/1s. Trade my so now I actually do want to Greasefang. Top decking Can't Stay Away is insane. So do that. He's gonna have to Rending Volley in the pre-combat main phase, which means I can then play Mana Confluence and then play Can't Stay Away. It's a neat little Greasefang trick. If I didn't draw Can't Stay Away, might have played this anyway, because then he'd Rending Volley, I'd crew, and then copy a cat's token. Anyway, it's going to be game. Right, welcome back to round number 4. We have 2 lands, 3 Greasefangs. The Bloom Can't Stay Away. I'm going to keep. With a Bloom Command, can find me a land and dig to a vehicle. It's often not good at finding lands. Like, well, you can miss is what I'm trying to say, because a third of your deck is lands. You only get to see 3 cards. If you got to see 4 cards, I think it would find you a land. Anywho, I'll lead on Dartboard Pathway. All of Storm Giants. This could be control opponents, maybe. Ooh, Grizzly Salvage. Don't mind if I do. I'm just going to lead on it. Because I'd be unhappy if they countered it. Sight away, finder, or dark. I'm just going to take the land. Would have liked to have seen a vehicle there, but I'll ask for too much in life, I suppose. 4 Greasefangs. You know what? I'm actually just going to run one out. We'll probably censor it. There we go. Next turn, I can't stay away. All right. Ooh. I'm gonna drain mill 3, drain 2. I'm just going to think about find the lands. There's still no vehicles in the grave. It's unfortunate. Can, however, reanimate Sata Wayfinder. I think I'll green mana. Black. Opponent's going to think about countering this, chooses not to. Vehicle. Still no vehicle. Serious deck. Field my mana confluence. We do only have one basic, so a route to victory for them is actually just to field all of our cards, like he's apparently worked out he can do. Parhelion. In my drawers. We'll now so I could play Mana Confluence and play Greasefang when he's tapped out. There isn't a counter spell he could have with two blue. Well, he could have Censor, but so I think that. Doesn't have any foretold cards either, because the one that they could have is Saw It Coming, but so if they tapped out, we could find right. Well, now all 3, lose 2. Let's go. Vehicle in the graveyard. Still no. Oh no, no, this is a vehicle. Okay, we found an Aesthetic's Chariot. So there's a Godless Shrine, Mana Confluence. I'm going to take the Mana Confluence because they're playing this strategy of trying to take away my mana. So this You have another faithful absence, good sir. This is where it gets a bit tricky for him. Okay. I mean, what do you do against this? Do you Supreme Verdict it? I still have the Chariot. You could just play another Greasefang of that. Dream Trawler. Okay. So now I can't stay away into Rafine's Informant, ditch the party and reanimates that. Get some angels. He has to block 2 angels. He would gain 3, goes 14. He would take 5, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I think that's game. No, unless he block. No, that would be game. Rafine's Informant. So it's crew 4. I could create with the Rafine's Informant, and a cat token. Attack. So block here. 4, 8, 10, 12, 16. Gains 3, goes to 14. And you're dead. Okay, control. Against control. Once again, LSV sideboard guide, not including all the matchups he should include. Okay, so again, so that's okay because you've got me. So 2 lilies, 2 duress. Those are going to be our best cards. Just going to do a quick Google search to see if blue-white players have been playing Rest in Peace. Looks like they have been, which means we want Tear Asunder. Don't think we need any of the others. Once again, Containment Priest has non-tokens, so we can't get Starheim Unleashed or anything like that with it. What do we cut? So, let's see, going there, it's going there. I don't see Sky Sovereign being particularly good, to be honest, so we can ditch those 2. In which case, we can probably ditch Scrapwork Mutt. That leaves us with 2 cards to cut. If they have Rest in Pieces, maybe Can't Stay Away. Maybe Leading on Wayfinder's not bad. Can't Stay Away. I'd still want access to one of them, I think, so we'll ditch one of those. I want to keep 3 Witherbloom commands because that's going to be a 2-for-1 against the Rest in Peace. And then we're just going to play this sort of. They're going to try and disrupt our combo, but we can play this mid-range game with Thoughtseize, Duress, Liliana's, and Seeker's Chariots. This hand's a dud. That's a mulligan. They've mulligans as well. Our opponent's called Bob the Builder, I've just realised. Can he fix it with a mulligan? Looks like he can. This one's a keep. Now, our deck only plays basic Swamp, so that's unfortunate. So we can't find white mana. I'm going to send Can't Stay Away to the bottom. Do get to Thoughtseize him. Beginning of the game. An untapped hallowed fountain, that's interesting. So maybe looking to cycle a sensor. I'm going to lead on Takanuma. This is becoming quite a strong hand now, actually. There we go, cycle sensor. Verdict, Farewell, Dream Trawler, Absorb. He has one other. That's an option for him to be in. So let's map this out. So we're going to go salvage next turn. We're going to have 2 lands. We're going to find maybe Delirium for Traverse. It's going to be building our board. If we did get a Greasefang in the vehicle, found another land, he could probably absorb that. So we probably want to take that. But then again, if we built a big battlefield, he could Verdict. Oh, he has to get so many lands. I think it's going to take the Absorb. Stifle his ways to interact. 1 card unknown. Razor Verge Thicket. I think we'll play that. I'm just going to salvage. Has to have drawn Dovin's Veto or Censor. Found a Greasefang. Let's take the Greasefang. There's now also a vehicle in the graveyard. As a planes. Wouldn't have been able to cast that Absorb, by the way. Still 1 card unknown. Black, white, green. It's going to go for it. He's like doesn't have anything. Okay. Once again, power of Thoughtseize. Even though we didn't take a piece to interact, to cast the Absorb anyway, we have the confidence to know that we can just slam Greasefang because we have near to full information, and okay, we win round number 4. Alright, welcome back for round number 5. We are currently 3-1. Didn't get the trophy because we lost that round 1. We don't have a chance to get the trophy. Nevertheless, we have a good hand here. Thoughtseize, Vessel, Lily, Rafine's Informant. They're on the mull to 6. So mulling, never a good strategy against the Thoughtseize deck. Don't do it if you get the opportunity. Okay, Dartboard Pathway. I'm going to lead on Thoughtseize. Normally, it's the Thoughtseize is most effective at the start of the game. We can Vessel later. Bloodtide Harvester, Power Word, Kill, Croxer. Well, obviously don't want to take Croxer. We're going to take the Power Word, Kill. That's interaction for Greasefang down the track. We're against Rakdos mid-range. Rakdos nominally the best deck in the format, but I think we're solidly favoured. That's not far. Have another one? I don't know. Should be 1 unknown card. Okay. So unless he drew the Hive. I don't remember actually. Turn 1 puts Hive into play. Okay, no, it's an unknown card. So here, play the Thicket, play Informant. Found the Traverse. I'm going to ditch an Informant. So we're going to play a game of. I mean, I can Lily next turn, but actually I can't Lily next turn. So back. So it's like Lily's going to the graveyard. Then we're going to build up Delirium. We have 3 different types at the moment. It's a block. 2 unknown cards. So Vessel will get us Delirium. We will tutor out Greasefang, hopefully reanimate a vehicle. So we really want to be ditching a vehicle and getting a land with this Vessel. Okay, they're going digging. So shields down. So if we can get the combo off, this would be a perfect opportunity. Here we go. We found a vehicle and we found the land. So if we take Seiju, 6 card types, Jesus. So I guess this is really why the deck has improved considerably. Going back to what I was talking about before, at the start of the video, that is the marquee improvement to the deck. And look at it go. So we found the chariots, not the Parhelion, but frankly that's good enough. We've generated a ton of value against our Rakdos opponent. Oh, he's got a Stormcarved card. He's actually playing Grixis. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what blue cards he could be playing. That's unorthodox. So here we can go Informant, ditch the Chariot, reanimate. If he kills Greasefang, we can reanimate that, so we can't stay away. So he could power word kill here. Urtai resurrected. Alright. Destroy another creature or planeswalker. It's potential. I think this is a standard, bit of a standard card that's made its way into Pioneer. Unfortunately for got the old can't stay away trick. I'm going to concede. I think we should still treat this as a Rakdos opponent. Against Rakdos, with the Bloom Command doesn't really do anything. They're not really bringing in. Well, obviously they can't bring in cards like Rest in Peace. They're not in one. So we're going to play a mid-range plan. We're going to play Lilies. We're going to play Duress. So Duress helps snipe power word kill. Lily just breaks their resources, kills their creatures. So I think this is a keep. Any hand with 2 lands and Grizzly Salvage are usually quite happy. Grizzly Salvage is your best payoff. No Thoughtseize for the opponent. I'll lead on Dartboard Pathway. Might end up channeling Takanuma at some point. Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay. Seiju. It's going to cast Grizzly Salvage at the end of their turn. Again, anytime you cast the Grizzly Salvage, there's potential you just blow them. They have blue mana, so they could have counter spells. Something we don't really know. Unmoored Ego. Alright. So it's gonna take all my Greasefangs. I'm not too worried. Yes, we're a combo deck, but as I keep saying, you know, we're a mid-range deck as well. So we're just going to play a game of outvaluing him now. Did bin 6 chariots. Have lands already. Don't want to be taking damage. No, well, we're outvaluing. We're taking the wayfind. Okay, Sky Sovereign. That's a game plan. I don't want to be taking a ton of damage. I think we're gonna play the Takanuma now. You can sack a creature. We're just gonna march all the way up to Sky Sovereign at this stage. Corpse Appraiser. Okay, taking that one from standard. Notably doesn't have flying, so we get to put some bodies in the way of Liliana now. Thoughtseize. That's not bad. Bad. I think I will. Another Unmoored Ego. Could cast out and take my chariots. As a go blank. Power I'd kill. Even take power would kill. Take the thick hits. It taps. And tick up. Which mana confluence. Which is land. So could go blank me. Probably will go blank me. If I ditch Can't Stay Away and Scrapwork Mutt, then I can just Mana Confluence and Sky Sovereign, Corpse Appraiser. Tick up, take. Always drew a Fatal Push, okay. Well, guess we lose Liliana. Last card is the Ward Ego. Animates Hive. We're off to the races. We can find Rafine's Informant off salvage. Ooh, Liliana. Let's do that. Let's find Informant. Go. And then Boot. No, I can't crew. I meant to loot the Liliana. That was a huge mistake. Opponent animates again. Man, why did I ditch the land? Oh well. We got 3 turns till we're dead. Probably just going to animate again. He is going to lose the card he draws every turn now, though, if he keeps animating. That's something he has to think about. Another of Fiends in 4. Very good, very good. That. Tick up Lily. Now I think we're on blocking duty. We have 2 creatures. If we can get Liliana's ultimate, we can start safely brewing in there. Perhaps 4. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. Well, I suppose he has another one, but this will buy us some time. Big draw step. That's not going to do it. He is going to have to attack the Lily though, so we're actually buying ourselves another 3 life with this Liliana here. He doesn't kill it either, so if that's not a land, he's going to lose it. Our best draw is going to be Chariot. Oh. Oh. Just as Bruce up. Okay. Loses Thoughtseize. So now it's got Summoning Sickness. Just want to keep blocking, I think. Did I miss something? I thought I saw there was only 2 chariots in the deck. Opponent did miss something because we do have 4 chariots. If I saw that, I would have cast the Eagle. Need to get some glasses. XD. Well, I don't think so. If he unmoored goes the chariot, I have a screenshot of it. When it overlays your hand, hid behind it. I don't really know. So he thought I only had 2. Well, if you unmoored Ego the chariots, though, there would have been like 1 less attack with the hive. Means Liliana might have ultimate, but whatever. We have exactly 7 lands, which is unfortunate. Still going to tick up. Opponent thinking for a very long time. I think here I haven't seen Stomp, so I think I'm going to crew. He can crack back for 3, put me to 2, but if this makes us immune to a removal spell off the top, so I think that's the way to go. If he draws Stomp, I will cry. Play land, tick up Lily. Fatal push. I shouldn't have let that resolve like that. I meant to crew. God damn. God damn it. Okay. Oh well. Not attacking this turn. Meant to crew. So I could have crewed the chariot, and then made another token. Had 2 tokens on. See. Oh well. Blood Scythe Harvester. Well, opponent, you can have Blood Scythe Harvester. You can have a Blood token. You can have your Hive, and you can Blood Credit. Or you can have. Might have been able to cheekily put it aside. Might have kept the stage. I don't think he can keep 2 lands. So, okay, there we go. Stomp off the top 1 time. Yeah, I mean, so I'll take pie. Build can't stay away. Can't bring anything back with it. It's a slightly slower clock. Skyship is 3 turns. But actually, you know what? 6 Charities is also 3 turns because I get to make tokens. So. Reverse the Ulven. Those are Fiends and Forms in the grave. I didn't. So 6, 12. Oh, that's game. That is game. Game. And there you have it. 4 and 1. Okay, thank you for watching.